shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Patriots at 6-2 to start play. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Second and 11. He gets it complete to Harris. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bates. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just let receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On second down, this is Harris. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. First and goal at the 1. Harris is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Picking up where they left off the 40 open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. This one fielded out to 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor. And they'll bring him down here at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down. He's fresh off a 3-touchdown performance last week. They got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
Fielded at the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. And it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now a throw here, hauled in. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Bates. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it. So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Again, he'll drop to throw. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. It's complete. It's Miller. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. Finding Miller once more, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. There's Mitch Wishnowsky now on the punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England's offense set to go. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Chase Young in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. This is taken at the 23. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First and 10, Taylor now. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Second down and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And this is caught by Williams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. For the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluded. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball was squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Flush to his right, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's taken at around the 40.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't in a crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here's a 2nd and 7. To the right side, complete to Taylor.
They'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jonathan Taylor
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Steelers have moved out in front. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Patriots send out their punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught. It's Williams. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
All the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2nd down and 4. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 2nd and 5. Setting up the screen, Harris. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is right down the middle, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. The best of the early games on Sunday may just be in Buffalo, where the Bills face a big test as they'll square off against the Cincinnati Bengals. The late afternoon games hold some intrigue as well. A good one being up at MetLife Stadium, where it'll be the Jets taking on the Cleveland Browns. And one final game to highlight. We wrap things up on Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week. between the LA Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Steelers. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to
end up incomplete. Because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got Granson over the middle. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw here. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They run once more with Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Running straight ahead, Taylor trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll set up a throw. This will be caught at the 2. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They go play action here on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Taylor diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out come the Patriots. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's all right. There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? He's had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And some space here. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Chase Young, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now back to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of
scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's brought in by Harris.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That's a gain of 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bates. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Back to throw again. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Patriots.
Gabriel Davis.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Pats have cut it back within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Second and 6. He's got Granson, his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the draw is Taylor. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a roll. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 73 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here we go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now here's another carry for Harris. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. Meadows. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Harris trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Again, it's Harris, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Gabriel Davis with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with a lead if they make a play.
They'll try and throw for it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now out come the Steelers. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts to realize opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got it to Williams. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 18. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Bates. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll find Metcalf. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talking about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. He's back to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one is right through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So now the Steelers down by 1. 65 seconds remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He'll look to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors.